Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Planescape Torment. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way out, and there's a couple things that I want to do before we follow up on our quest. I did rest, so we have a few more hit points. Dakon should have all of his spells back, etc. Let's see, where do I want to go?
You want to sleep on the streets or get killed out here? Come on in.
Done.
Alright, I think I need to get rid of the quick loot bar so I can get off this side. Yeah. So I want to head to the smoldering corpse, and but first I want to head to the tattoo parlor.
I'm gone.
And yeah, it's all here, so that's good. Let's head over here first. I rearranged our inventory a bit. I've got the decanter of endless water. I'm figuring that might help against, or, you know, to solve whatever problem is affecting, what's his name? The smoldering corpse. Got a bunch of stuff that I need to sell. Right now, Mort is carrying most of it. I figured he could carry Sogo's skull, because he is a skull. And, you know, in case he wanted some more life essence, he can carry my intestines around. And everyone else is basically empty of stuff. I'm continually amused that nighttime doesn't matter when it comes to shops and everything like that. It's not quite as sophisticated as Ultima 7. Fel turns to face you as you approach. Next to you, Anna stiffens as she catches sight of Fel. Anna, what's wrong?
Are you daft?
Anna turns to you, and you suddenly realize she's frightened.
Are you so pig-eager to dance in the lady's shadow you'll bandy words with this one? Let's give this place a laugh before we get penned in the dead book.
What's the problem?
It's Fel.
Anna throws a fearful glance at the creature, presumably Fel.
Let's be away, aye? No good'll come of being here, so it won't.
I'll ask again. What's the problem?
He's a Dabus who's not a Dabus, eh? He walks on the ground.
Anna's voice drops to a whisper, and she starts trembling.
No more questions. Let's give this place a laugh, aye?
Anna, no harm will come to you while I'm here. Now tell me what's wrong. Anna throws a frightened glance at Fel.
Fel's a Dabus who angered her. It's said he's a Dabus who isn't a Dabus, and the time's close when the lady's gaze will fall on him, so it will.
Her? You mean the Lady of Pain?
Aye, and heed your tongue.
Anna makes another semicircle in the air in front of her as you mention the lady's name. It's a title, not a name.
The Dabus work for the lady, and she protects them. Except Fel.
She shudders.
Let's be away, aye?
I'd like to speak to Fel first. Anna grabs your arm.
Please, nay. No good'll come of it. Anyone speaking to Fel could draw the lady's gaze. I don't want to die. I don't.
To your surprise, Anna looks close to tears. Be quiet. Nothing will happen. Now I'm going to speak to Fel, and I want you to be silent. Promise. Anna, no harm will come to you while I'm here. I promise. Just want to speak to him for a moment. Lie to silence her crying. I'll promise. For a minute, Anna just looks at you. Then something in your gaze seems to calm her, for she steels herself.
I don't know why She shakes her head. Go on then, talk to him. I didn't care.
There's an undercurrent of fear in her voice. Very well. Let's see. We could immediately ask her to translate. I had some questions for you. Did you do the tattoos on this dismembered arm I found, Fel? Fel examines it for a moment, tracing the patterns with his finger. He then looks up, and a series of rebuses form, hazy at first, then come sharply into focus. The arm is yours, the tattoos are mine. One tattoo speaks of a time when your path was shared by 4 others. What 4 others? 4 strings of circles swirl from Fel's head, matching the pattern upon the dismembered arm. They speak of 4. Shall I tell you their hearts? Yes.
Updated my journal.
The symbols swirl before you, and you piece them together. One unloved who loves one who does not love. One who does not see what others see, and sees what others do not. One who is familiar and bound with duty. One who is a slave, and his chains are words. As you finish translating, the 4 strings seem to form themselves into links, and they merge into a chain. The chain bends until it is a symbol you feel you recognize. That symbol, what is it? The symbol sharpens, gaining edges that are almost painful to your eyes. It is torment. It is that which draws it, all tormented souls to you. Fel nods at your left arm at your shoulder. The flesh knows it suffers even when the mind is forgotten. And so you wear the rune always. You mentioned that there were other tattoos on the arm. What others? Fel examines the arm again, tracing the other faded tattoos upon its surface. As he does, they each appear as a symbol above his head, hazy at first, then coming into focus sharply. He turns to face you. Once forgotten, now remembered. You may wear them again if you wish. I would like to see what these tattoos are. Can I see what tattoos you now have to share? Tattoo of Anna. +1 to dexterity, -1 to charisma, -1 to wisdom. Tattoo of Anna of the Shadows. +3% pickpocket, stealth, open locks, detect traps, usable only by thieves, usable only by the Nameless One. Some of Anna's presence must be rubbing off on you, for this tattoo allows you to call upon some of her cat-like skills and grace to hone your thief abilities. Unfortunately, it also inherits some of Anna's brashness and impulsiveness, reducing your charisma and wisdom accordingly. I kinda wish I knew which ones were the new ones. Holy cow, that's expensive. I feel like that one might be new. Tattoo of the Bone Singer invokes Hold Undead. You've learned to speak with the dead and hear their stories, even from beyond the eternal boundary. This tattoo draws upon your powers over undeath and heightens them, allowing you to chain the undead within range with a single command. This tattoo has only a limited number of uses before it vanishes. Tattoo of the Restless Dead, Bless. This tattoo recognizes your efforts to calm the restless dead of the mausoleum. You may draw upon their gratitude to bless yourself or your companions. Tattoo of the Skull. Temporary, save versus paralyzation, +1 to luck. +1 to charisma, -1 to wisdom. For all Mort's faults, having him as a companion makes you seem more capable and not so much... I think we've seen that one. Tattoo of the Lost Incarnation. Grants experience points when invoked. Increases regeneration rate when worn. Well, that sounds pretty good. This tattoo came from the severed arm you found in the dismembered crypt. Apparently, this tattoo tells of the experiences of one of your past incarnations. The symbols and tales are unfamiliar to you, but it seems to tell of a time when you were lost and abandoned on the streets of the Hive, barely able to make a living, robbing and stealing from others you encounter. The crimes the Lost Incarnation committed eventually drove him to seek shelter in the Weeping Stone Catacombs, where he survived for almost a year. When worn, the tattoo seems to bring out a survival instinct in you, forcing your body to react to any damage you take and heal wounds faster. If you choose to tap into the tattoo's power, some of the memories of hiding beneath Sigil will return to you, giving you the benefit of the previous incarnation's experience. It can only do this once, and even after the tattoo is invoked, the increased regeneration rate will remain. Okay, that sounds worthwhile. That might be pretty good. Wasting Darkness. Grants experience points when invoked. Permanent +3 to skill when invoked. +1 to armor class when worn. +5% stealth skill bonus when worn. -1 to charisma when worn. Okay, so we can't use that one because it's only usable by thieves. This tattoo came from the severed arm you found in the dismembered crypt. Apparently, this tattoo tells of the experiences of one of your past incarnations. The symbols and tales are unfamiliar to you, but it seems to tell of a time when you were seeking shelter beneath the catacombs and were forced to live as a shadow mite, hiding from detection by the Sigil authorities in trying to conceal yourself from the more dangerous inhabitants of the Weeping Stone catacombs. When worn, the tattoo makes concealing yourself easier. It allows you to shape the shadows around you like a cloak. This makes it harder for your enemies to hurt you when they see you, and harder for you to find when you don't wish to be seen. It lends you a sinister appearance, however, which will cause many to shun you. If you choose to tap into the tattoo's power, some of the memories of hiding beneath Sigil will return to you, giving you the benefit of the previous incarnation's experience. It can only do this once, but even after the tattoo is invoked, the ability to shape shadows around you will remain. I don't know if I can get that. I wouldn't mind having the experience. Tattoo of the Weeping Stones, -1 to Charisma, +1 to Armor Class, plus 10% resistance to Magical Cold, plus 10% resistance to Cold. This tattoo came from the severed arm you found in the Dismembered Crypt. Apparently, this tattoo tells of the experiences of one of your past incarnations. The symbols and tales are unfamiliar to you, but it seems to tell of a time when the catacombs beneath Sigil's streets were your second home. It tells of you traveling down into the tombs, living in darkness, and coming to learn the nature of why the stones beneath Sigil weep. When worn, the tattoo makes you more resilient to cold and hardens your body, giving your skin the texture and strength of the Weeping Stone walls. In so doing, however, it also gives you a hungry, gaunt look, as if you are starving. If you choose to tap into the tattoo's power, some of the memories of living beneath the Sigil will return to you, giving you the benefit of the previous incarnation's experience. It can only do this once, but even after the tattoo is invoked, the resistance to cold and the bonus to your armor class will remain. Not liking the -1 to Charisma, though. Silent Coins. Okay, this is also +3 pickpocket skill, plus 5% pickpocket skill when worn. Okay. That's normal. Those are normal. Alright, so those are all the normal ones. I mean, I should buy some more of these. I don't know that I care about that one. Tattoo of the Warrior is super expensive. This one seems worthwhile, though. Tattoo of the Lost Incarnation. Is there anything that you want to buy? No. Okay, so that was +2 to armor class, +1 to damage with all attacks, and protection from chaotic creatures. But I think this also increases my armor class. Yeah. It doesn't say it, but it gives me a bonus to armor class. The bonus to regeneration might be better. So let's go ahead and give this one to... Oh, nope, you can't use that. Not usable by chaotic creatures. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, then you could use that one. Gets you an armor class of 0. That's not too bad. So how do I actually use this? Stories bones tell. A lot of corpses have something to say if you listen carefully enough. This ability can be used on most undead creatures as well as corpses you may find during your journeys. Stories bones tell has no effect on the recently departed. Oh. Okay. Ah, okay, so I can put it there in my quick item slot. So what did I get? I don't know.
All right.
I don't know how many... I didn't look to see how many experience points I had before. Okay, well. I mean, I used it. I guess that is good. So there might be a, call for switching to being a
All right.
thief just so that I can get the other ones and getting the experience points, but it's not my long-term plan. I do want to become a mage. Alright, let's go ahead and quick save. Head over here. Let's go talk to him again. Examine. It might be useful for putting out fires or some such task. I was kind of hoping that I'd have the option there. Well, what about talking to you? What about this decanter? Word has it, it's endless. Yeah. Let's try that.
Yes, use that on him and he'll be sure to come free. Oh, my Ignis, I await you.
She pauses for a moment, dread in her eyes.
Do you know the command word?
Not yet.
Then go find it, I implore you.
She tugs on your arm. Her eyes have taken a frantic sheen of madness.
But I already used it! You don't need a command word for a decanter of endless water, I don't think.
Oh, see, now I gotta go look this up. I don't recall decanters of endless water needing a command word. I mean, it could be that the campaign that I was in where I had one, they didn't do that. Let's see. Oh, no, it does. Okay. Proper words spoken. Okay. I take it back. Let's see.
I'm
Okay,
gone.
so, well, now we do know how to, save him. Essentially. But, we do not know the command word. Alright, well, I guess we'll, head up here. Is that 16 junk? Are you sure this is the door, Anna?
Aye, it's been smeared but with balmy paints from the starved dogs. It's a real door until you look at it. Then it turns into a painting.
How do they do that? Anna shrugs.
There's stranger things in the plains.
She suddenly frowns.
You might as well ask how you got yourself out of the dead book after I was sure you were dead.
So this door, I just don't look at it, and then open it? Anna glances at the door, then nods.
That's the dark of it, if chant be true.
Didn't you... Alright then, I'll do what you say, just...
Hold on.
Anna stops you before you reach for the door.
This is the only path I know to reach the place I found your corpse. But it's not the safest road, aye? You sure you're ready? I'm not here to play your minder, no matter what old Stuttercrunch says.
What's beyond this door that's so dangerous? I don't think you need to worry for my sake. Just stay behind me. Now let me open this door. Let me go grab some more weapons and rest up a bit before we head in. What's beyond this door that's so dangerous?
Chaos men, Anna whispers, balmy as they come, barking wild into the night, the day and night, ready to either paint you with colors or crack your brain box with the chamber pot. Dangerous bloods they are.
If they're so dangerous, how did you get through?
I crept in nice and quiet like. Can't paint you or kill you when they can't see you. She looks you up and down with a frown. Doubt I can pull that twice with you around. You look right clumsy, you do.
Well, just stay behind me. Now let me open that door. You close your eyes, reach for the door, and fumble around. To your surprise, you find the handle. With a slight tug, the door opens. A narrow passage leads into the building. And from within, you can hear distant howling. Time to head on in. I said, time to head on in. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Oh. Looks like Farad's about to die. Well, we can always go back and visit his body and see what we can steal. Tiefling Painter.
Right.
You see a slender tiefling girl standing with her back to you. You notice that both her hands and the upended table in front of her are smeared with a fresh coat of what appears to be pink paint. She seems oblivious to your approach. Greetings! At the sound of your voice, the girl turns her head to regard you. Her face, though somewhat dirty and spattered with drops of pink, is strikingly beautiful. She flashes you a wide, mischievous smile, then returns her attention to the makeshift canvas. I had some questions. The tiefling girl seems totally immersed in her artwork. She ignores you entirely. Well, okay. Nothing there. I'll take the 5 copper commons there.
Aye, what?
So how do I search for traps and stuff? So you got 40% find remove traps. Pretty close to going up a thief level, which is good. But I do not know how to search for traps and stuff. Ah. Detect traps. Use thieving skills. Enter stealth mode. Okay, so will she permanently do that? Starved dog barking thug.
Done.
Speak the walls silently, the chaos of prophecies.
How about we murder you instead?
Damn.
Ow, 7 damage. Take that. Ooh, 220 coins. Nice.
What you be wanting to know?
So are you still detecting traps? Probably not.
Why not?
Painted thug? Is that guy supposed to be a barrier? I guess so. Yeah, they're both painted thugs.
What's the word, Chief?
Alright, Mort, get in there. Do your thing. Oh. This will teach you to go around painting people in their sleep. Oh, well, we want in on this. We want the experience points. They're all hostile. Now you're dead. Now it's your turn. Ow! 10 damage. Holy cow. Rusty dagger. Nothing in here.
All right.
Guess we'll go open up this door. Ow.
Aye?
Of course. There was a trap.
Right.
Nope. Nothing. Well, let's see. We've got some bandages there. It's not too bad. Alright, let's go ahead and get everyone in here then.
I'm gone.
Get back onto detecting
Might as
traps.
well.
Nothing down that way. Tiresias. Okay. There's another door in there. Alright, well, let's go on in here. Hello? You see an aging man dressed in tattered rags. As you draw nearer, you discover that he is missing both of his eyes. The scarred tissue of his eyelids has receded into his empty sockets, giving his features a macabre appearance of a decaying skull. Greetings! The old man turns in your general direction, his arms outstretched as if feeling for you. Darkness, who be in voice? The friend words I'll speak of you and call chaos. Speak the words of chaos and you'll call me friend. Is this jumbled up scramble speak really necessary? The old man cocks his head to one side, his sightless gaze fixed on empty space. Chaos of you or not, pot snot. Has everyone here lost their minds? Walk, not talk. Talk is complete. Completed to completion. He turns his back to you, apparently done with the conversation. Look, old man, you better give me some straight answers or you'll soon be missing more than just your eyes. We'll threaten him. The old man seems outraged by your threat. No friend you be, and no friends have you here. Friends I have, and friends I call. He takes a deep breath as if he is about to begin shouting. We'll leave quickly. Nope. Help! Someone help! Okay, fine. If you want to die, you know, I mean, I was gonna leave you alive. Psst, over here. Sybil, hello? You see a figure hidden amid the shadows in the corner of the room. As you draw near, a young woman steps out to reveal herself. She is dressed in a loose-fitting tunic, which, together with her short-cropped hair and slender frame, gives her a rather boyish appearance. I wouldn't go in there if I were you. She nods in the direction of the door on the south wall. Why? What is beyond that door? She winces at the sound of your voice, putting a finger to her lips to indicate silence. She pauses for a moment, then answers in a hushed voice. A whole mess of them howling lunatics, that's what. Looks like they're having some sort of gathering. Won't be able to get through the alley until they clear out. Howling lunatics? Is there an echo in here? Yes, howling lunatics. They belong to the Starved Dog Barking Gang, a gang of balmy Chaositech thugs that plague this part of the hive. How many of them are in there? I counted about a dozen of them. Of course, I was peeking through a crack in the door, so I could be off by a handful or so. A dozen or so? That's hardly a challenge. Is there another way to get through the alley? We'll go with that. There may be another way to get past those animals without a fight. There's another door that leads there. From what I was able to see, there are stacks of wooden crates along the same wall as the other door. It may be possible to sneak from that door to the exit to the other side of the room. There's only one problem. What would that be? The door's locked. I tried it. My guess is that the key is on one of the thugs upstairs. I'm not alcoved enough to go up there looking for it, though. She folds her arms across her chest and stares at you expectantly. If the key is up there, I'll find it.
Updated my journal.
If you do manage to live long enough to find the key, the door is in a room to the southeast. I'll be watching from the shadows. If you can unlock the door and make it out to the alley in one piece, I'll be right behind you. Alright, farewell then. And she just walks into the wall. So, journal mode. Don't have any new NPC. Well, that's PCs. Oh. Trocopotaka. Let's see. Trocopotakas are big, white, crocodilian creatures that prefer the damp. They live in catacombs under sigil streets, fighting the vargoyles and collectors foolish enough to venture into their lairs. They are a legend among the mothers of the hives, used to frighten children and criminals alike into submission. They exist. They're nasty. Skeleton Priest. Leader of the Skeletons of the Dead Nations, Hargrim is the Skeleton Priest who speaks the words of the Silent King to his followers. With Stale Mary the Zombie and Accost the Ghoul Queen as the two other corners, he makes the third of the triumvirate that holds the Dead Nations in uneasy balance. Tipping the balance one way or another might incite chaos.
It's Farid. Mantuok. There's Fel. Okay. Alright, well, stairs, she said. I'm not entirely sure what stairs she's talking about. Didn't see any, like, back this way. So I guess it's gonna be through one of these two doors. I guess we'll find out which in the next episode. See you then, everyone.